Hi, this is Paul609. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about ongoing D&D campaigns. Every DM and gaming group, they aspire to have a long-running campaign, one that lasts for years. But in reality, gaming groups don't last very long. You know, the thing is, having a steady D&D game, it takes dedication, a little bit of dedication, and not just on the DM's part, but on the player's part. You know, everybody's showing up on time and consistently. You know, a gaming group that plays once or twice a week is a luxury. You know, for me that loves D&D, I'm lucky if I can get all my friends together bi-weekly, like once every 2 weeks. So you know, the thing is that everyone has you know, families, work, and you know, those things come first, you know, before playing a game. You know, so the thing is that you know, the thing is that scheduling. You know, what you need to do is find a group of friends that are willing to play, and you need to find a time and place where you can always get together, you know, consistently. You know, the thing is that what ruins a group is when people start canceling, people stop showing up, and what ends up happening is the game suffers. So as a DM, I always make short-term plans and long-term plans when I'm planning a campaign for the first time. The short-term plans being what are the players are going to do in this session. So, and then the long-term goals is, for example, it's the final chapter of the player's story. It's usually something like the players have been searching for a powerful artifact all this time, and they end up finding that it's guarded by some greater demon. So it's kind of like a final boss fight. So, but you know, the thing is that you have to be able to pivot. Because the thing with players are, they're very unpredictable. You might be planning for your characters or your players to do some certain thing, but they decide they want to do something totally different. And that, unfortunately, that happens. So you have to be able to kind of go with the flow, but have a plan for it. And, you know, the thing is that when I do the short-term goals, you know, they have a session where they do a certain thing. And then your next gaming session, it's going to be, they're going to be doing something completely different. But the thing is that as a DM, you have to find a way to link it all. It's because, again, it's a story. So everything has to tie in. And then the thing about campaigns. Okay, so I did mention earlier that some campaigns don't last. So, and that's, you know, unfortunately things happen. People move away, or they make different career choices, or, you know, whatever. Life, you know, stuff happens in life. But the thing is that if the game ends, or is going to end, you have to be able to, for example, that end game, that final chapter that you planned like a year from now, all of a sudden you'd have to be like, okay, well, we're going to do that final chapter, this week. So you got to be able to, as far as like a campaign, you have to be able to adjust on the fly. So the thing about adjusting on the fly, and this is kind of tips for DM. You have to have it so you gotta make it fun for your players. I think a lot of DMs, their ego gets in the way, and they try to make it all about them, about the DM having fun. But the thing is, the reason why you DM is for your players to ultimately be the ones that are having a good time. And you're like as a DM, you have to facilitate that. So, and that's one of the reasons why you keep your sessions, flexible. You want to give the players what they want. And I'm not saying give it to them; they got to earn it. But if if they work together and they're smart about it, yeah, you should be able to give them what they want, and the thing with campaigns, if your players are having fun, I'm pretty sure the DM's having fun too, and if everyone's having fun, those campaigns have a long shelf life. They last a long time. And the example is my current gaming group. We played for over 10 years. And the thing is that the reason why we still play D&D and play the same campaign is because we are having fun. So part of having fun is keeping the game balanced. I think that's very important. I think every member of the party, your players, should have a moment in the sun. It can't always be the same person who does the last killing blow, gets all the treasure, gets all the girls or all the guys. It has to be balanced. Another thing that needs to be balanced is treasure. You don't want to give your players all the magic items in the world. You don't want it so they're so powerful that they're able to defeat anything very easily. And that part, it makes it so there's no challenge for the players. And then usually that kills campaigns, because when there's no challenge, it's not much fun. And when there's not much fun, nobody wants to play anymore. So definitely, all your players have to have a moment in the sun. They have to have their individual victories. And also when it comes to treasure, you got to keep them hungry. You can give them one or two items, but don't give them everything. And the thing is that one of the things I do is that each player only has 2 or 3 magic items, even at high levels. And if they want to get another, if they want to add another magic item, they have to lose one of the 3 that they already have. So yeah, that's just a tip to keep the game balanced, and I think balance is very important in a campaign. Okay, so I talked about scheduling. I talked about being flexible and be able to pivot the story if you have to. I talked about linking the adventures into one cohesive story. I talked about player fun over DM fun. And then I also talked about game balance, having all your players, each one have a moment in the sun, and also to not give your players too much treasure, magic items and gold. And then the last point I want to make is variety. You gotta try to get your players to do something different in every session. Like for example, they got to be in a chase scene, either chasing or being chased. You could also change locales, like a desert region, a cold mountain range, a hot humid swamp, and then also is it going to be in the adventure is going to be in a city? Is it going to be a dungeon crawl? Is a dungeon crawl in a mountain? Is it in the sewers of the city? So you know the thing. There's the more variety you have, the less chance of the game becoming stale. You know, you always want your players to be doing something different and have different surroundings. I think that's very important, is having variety, and another just another aspect that will keep a campaign going. So pretty much that's my my conversation pieces to this subject of ongoing D&D campaign. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, if I could get a like, and if it was worthwhile, if I don't have already, if I could get a follow, that'd be amazing. But I wanted to thank you for being on my channel, and as always, peace, happy gaming, and take care. Thank you.